Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis, and some of you might know me as Feeding K on Instagram and TikTok. I share daily on my social media what my kids are eating, and recently I've dabbled back into sharing YouTube videos. I thought it would be fun today to share a few freezer meals with you. I only have 2 things for you, but I'm using 3 different loaves of bread that have been sitting in my freezer for a while. I've just been waiting to stock up on some peanut butter and a few different items to be able to make some freezer-friendly meals or snacks for the kids, for their lunch boxes and easy breakfast. Now that they are back to school, I am always looking for something quick to make in the morning and something filling to put in their lunchbox. So I'm going to be making some uncrustables, some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for my freezer today using this oat nut bread. I'm not too sure if my daughter's going to like this bread because of the seeds in it, but I'm still going to give it a try because we are going to be removing the crust. I think it may be okay for her. Now I have this butter bread that looks so good for French toast. It is so thick and fluffy, so I can't wait to use that to make some French toast. And then this brown sugar bread, I think I'm going to use it for a couple peanut butter and jellies and also some French toast. This bread is by the brand Sara Lee, which is already one of our favorite brands of bread, and oh my gosh, it smelled so good when I opened that up, so I can't wait to get started for you guys. I want to show you guys the cutters I'm going to be using. Now, I'm working on a budget, so I'm just using what I have. I have a lid to a jar, and normally I would use my peanut butter lid, but it is way too big. I have this heart-shaped cookie cutter, which is more like a circle, and then this more true heart-shaped cookie cutter, which I'm hoping will fit on that large piece of bread, but I don't think it will. I'm starting off using the lid to a jar here, and I quickly realized this wasn't going to work too well, so you guys are going to see me struggle through this first sandwich here, but I promise after this first one it does get a little better, and I'll be sure to share with you guys my mistakes just so that you know what not to do when it is your turn. So first off, on this sandwich I added way too much filling. It was way too thick. And then the bread itself was also too thick, and I should have rolled it out, and I did know better, but I thought rolling out the bread would take way too much time, so I'd rather just do it this way, and it totally didn't work. So now I know for next time that I have to start by rolling out my bread, and I learned my lesson here. Also, I'm not sure what I was thinking trying to use this plastic lid. It would not cut through this thick bread at all, so I took a knife and just went around the edges. And then I also trimmed it up using the knife, and that was the first and last time that I'll be using that cutter for this video. Normally I would use a peanut butter lid like I just showed you, but that one's just too big. So the regular size peanut butter jars though, those lids work really good to cut out these sandwiches. Then you're just going to go around the bread with a fork, or if you have those uncrustable cutters like off of Amazon, those would work so well here, but I'm going to just take my time and go through each one with a fork, and I normally go back and forth one way and then the other way, and then I also flip it over and I go all the way around one way and then I go all the way back around the other way, and that's just how I like to seal my sandwich. Now, I told you guys it got a little better after that circle one. I decided to use the circle-like heart-shaped cookie cutter, and this one worked way better, and then I was able to quickly get these done. I also have this little mini rolling pin because I don't have a regular size one, so I normally would just use a clean jar or this little rolling pin, and this worked fine. I just had to go over the bread quite a few times. I'm also making sure not to add too much filling, and I did eat one of these after I ate that ugly little circle one after I made these, just to make sure that the filling was enough, and that one had quite a bit of filling in it and it was oozing out. So I know the other ones are going to be perfect. You just set these in your freezer, and you can set them in there for just a few minutes until they harden up, and then put them into a Ziploc bag to freeze for a few weeks. Now I'm just cleaning up my area because we're going to get started on some French toast. There's those peanut butter and jellies all done, and now I'm using that brown sugar bread to start off our French toast. And for my French toast, I just do a really simple egg and milk mixture. My husband likes to add cinnamon to ours, so these ones have cinnamon in them. But the ones that I cooked at the end had no cinnamon. I just made them regular like how I like them. Cooking French toast is so simple. I didn't think you needed to see it. So here's all the French toast when it is finished. And I will admit we did eat some of this French toast because, oh, it was so good. It was irresistible. But yeah, that's my leaning tower of French toast. I should have stacked it up all on one. That would have been so funny. But I just laid them all out like this so they could cool off. And I flipped them over so they could cool off on both sides. And then I store them in the freezer just like this in Ziploc freezer bags. And overall, I turned out with 3 bags of French toast and 1 bag of peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables. So I hope you guys got some ideas for your family for the busy back to school year. Make sure you like and subscribe to stick around, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!